they don't have kill potential on Zeus. He always just pushes the lane in. They're never able to get the dive potential. It's very good versus Magnus Batrider. And I think also versus Timbersaw. You want to have that like heavy magic damage versus that hero. So
yeah,
cool.
Yeah. Well, we get to go into the game. So let's rumble and see the Zeus return. Up against Raindrops, though? Like, isn't that one of the primary reasons why Zeus kind of pissed out of the meta?
Yeah, he did, but I think it's more about the lane in this time, and they also have an AA. So Ice Vortex with Zeus actually makes his damage potential super high. And their team fight now is even better across the board, and their global potential. You know, they have Zeus AA plus an Arc Warden, so an Arc Warden double going around for kills has a lot of kill potential whenever the Zeus and AA ult are up.
Mm-hmm.
This is fun. Thank you, EG. They're blessing us with some enjoyable games.
Thanks for making things interesting, EG. We'll thank you later. Beers. Beers tonight. Or something. Alright, I want to see if they switch. Everyone is staying as they are. So Sumail will be running the mid. Zai will be the Ancient Apparition, and Universe will be off lane. With safe lane RTZ Arc Warden, and already crit very quickly smoke and TP out to the bottom lane.
Yep.
Get that Obs Ward down.
See, Batrider is a very strong hero in the offlane when you're versus these type of situations, where you're versus like a Treant Protector +1, but the fact that it's an Arc Warden is very tanky in health. He's very low armor, of course, at the start, but Batrider doesn't really do anything through low armor, so this can be a very tough matchup actually for the Batrider, because you're not really used to laning versus Arc Warden that much, and his damage potential in the early laning phase is immense with Flux.
I think I found the counter to Treant.
Yeah, cut all the trees. Yeah, it's good. It's a good start to do that. You can play on the right side, though.
It doesn't really work with Gabby when he comes to the lane. Then he'll have nothing to maneuver to.
Yeah. The one concern I'm having for EG right now is their lack of lockdown and catch. It's pretty much all on Earthshaker. They have Root as well once he gets 6 online on the Treant Protector, but other than that, it's very minimal. While on the side of Clutch Gamers, they have they have Tiny, they have Magnus, they have like a pretty good team fight. Actually, Clutch Gamers doesn't really have that much disable either. They have the team fight oriented disable.
TZ actually found the Observer Ward thanks to the aggressive ward that was planted down very early on by Crit.
Yeah, that's pretty big actually, getting that
start off.
Give,
okay, because he got the ward, and maybe that was the reason why Sumail was pinging out, calling out TZ a greedy bastard. So they let Zai have the bounty.
Yep. Fly solo. He's trying to cliff Sumail. Sumail just turns away from it. Yeah, wait a minute. We didn't comment on this. We didn't comment on this. It's Magnus support, by the way.
Wait, it is a Magnus support?
Where else are they going to lane him?
Good point. With a Timbersaw pickup, it has to be.
Is he going for a courier snipe? Oh my god, he's going to get it.
It's the bottle as well. It's the bottle and the sentry ward. One more hit.
Oh, he's got a range.
Movement speed. He's got skewer.
What?
Bullshit.
What was that attack range?
I don't know. The skewer looks long enough. Practically, it should work.
I mean, he didn't even use skewer. He just attacked it.
Yeah. But look at the size of his spear. If that spear can't reach that far, I don't know what weapon can.
But the courier's 350. How did he catch up to it?
I don't know.
I guess it must have like clipped the frame of the tower, and it got put into range somehow. Okay, that was weird, but whatever. He gets the courier. Yeah. Support mag.
This pays off.
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for all your pubs later on today. You're gonna get some mid AA, mid Earthshaker, roaming Magnus. Oh, good lord.
Oh boy. And Universe actually being so aggressive against Gabby, and Gabby's trying to do the same thing. He's got no points up in reactive armor. Universe is out. He doesn't want anything to do with this.
He almost was getting killed there. If it was like another quarter of a second, he would have gotten the Mango and Whirling Death on it. If it could have been death potential for Universe there. These lanes are actually not too bad for Clutch at all. Mid lane, Sumail getting some pressure. He's okay though. The stun was on cooldown.
Wait for this bottom lane. Fly Solos come down here. Rappy is currently feeding stick charges over. And Crit can't get close enough. They still have the ghouls out. And Crit went Leech Seed level 1. That's why you're not seeing him just slip up the tree line, which doesn't exist.
Yeah, Leech Seed level 1 it's super strong. Like sometimes you even get it anyway, even if you're like playing inside the trees. It's just the damage potential and the chase potential from it is very high. And they also have, of course, these annoying Spark Wraiths to be able to chase down Batrider here, but he's able to just get away.
With that bottle snipe, it's been such a hard lane now for Sumail.
Yes.
15-6. He's got 8-0 against that Tiny. The Timbersaur's now getting free experience and farm up on the top lane, so he's sitting at 12 for 4 against the 6-0 Universe, but he's doing the fissure block. So he just basically blocks this line and then has the creeps run around that direction.
Yep. The courier snipe is absolutely crucial to mess with the Zeus, because Zeus versus IO Tiny, you can trade. You know, you're always going to be pushing the lane in, as we mentioned during the draft, and you can just like sit back and not really too worry about getting comboed, especially once you get your boots. But without your bottle, you don't have the spam potential.
Fly Solo came back. He came back for round 2 to try and find the courier, but it's not coming. Sumail TP'd out. He didn't wait for the courier. Went all the way back to base.
Well, he got the bottle
and then got the bottle from the base.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Fly Solo won't find anything here. And in fact, he'll be scouted out by the Radiant Obs.
Support mag.
Maybe they just thought they didn't have another option. They had to get better lanes.
Bottom lane, Rappy getting some pressure on him from the cold feet, but he should be just fine. This tri lane is a bit weird from EG. I mean, that's the thing about playing with the AA. So you don't have any type of stun or straight up disable in a support role. RTZ. Getting good free farm though. 17-7. Not as much as the Tiny, of course, but Universe just continues pulling this off lane. So he's trying to limit Gabby after that pretty tough start that he had. Losing the courier at the start like that hinders your whole team, because they get that surge of gold for clutch gamers and you don't have the ability to ferry out your items early on.
Sumail has known what's been coming to that mid lane for so long. Boombox just couldn't find any kind of opportunity. Well, Fly Solo Bounty Hunter. Literally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the lanes are still going very, pretty heavily favored for CG at this moment.
Or is he? I thought the Magnus was come a lot sooner. The Shockwave kicks in, 24 HP.
The armor.
And starts his TP. They've got no way to stop it. The living armor will protect him from Fly Solo's attack.
Okay.
And Universe takes first blood up on the top lane.
Gets a lot of gold for that first blood, too. 512 going his way. Finishes up his soul ring. Wait, he sold it. He did. I thought he had it.
He's uncertain.
Guess he got rid of it. I think he wanted to get Tranquil Boots earlier. Wait, did he lose gold? So what happened? He definitely got a soul ring, didn't he?
Yeah, he definitely bought the soul ring.
Did he like sell it and lose gold or something?
Maybe he put the mango? Because he TP'd back. I don't think he had... I'm not certain.
Am I being a goofball? Someone will correct us. Whatever. I could have sworn I just saw him pick up the soul ring and then
the soul ring pop-up came up.
The soul ring pop-up came up.
He bought it and then sold it, most definitely.
It looks like he lost gold though, because he doesn't even have enough for it now.
Maybe he just bought something else. Like, what of his current items did he purchase?
Maybe
he bought a new TP scroll.
I don't know. Whatever.
At least.
We'll be able to glance back at. Someone will correct us and let us know. But
yeah.
Either way, taking a look at the lane still, it's heavily favored still for clutch. They had some stacks coming out from the IO in the jungle, and Armel was able to farm those up, so he's got a big surge of gold coming his way. Almost level 6 now on the Tiny.
63 CS. He's cracked 3,300 net worth. He's actually got the same lead Sumail had over him in game 1. But Armel's on the hunt. So is Crit, waiting on a double damage rune. He has to take this. He can't save it any longer. Boombox is going to take it from him.
Always good to kind of camp runes when you're playing versus IO. Of course, it's a bit different with the introduction of all the bounty runes everywhere, but still definitely don't want him to get those.
Arteezy's putting the spirits down with a vortex. Rabbit can just jump away and fly. Solo's going to show himself. Arteezy again. Having just triggered the race, the skewer, it misses on Zai. The damage output so high. Zai, can he actually live through this? No more stick charges available. As Rappy just fireflies himself around, the damage is still not enough to get a kill.
He's got Flux now. Yep, bye-bye Rappy.
He has to go back down again. At the same time, Universe dies on the top lane.
Yep, Gabby got level 6, just able to chakram him down.
Gabby's really trying to zone him out. Hey, why not? 3 points up in reactive armor. Okay, that's the reason why not. Cold Feet's going to be able to latch onto him. The Chakram's still burning. They need one more hit to really reach. Fidget's on cooldown for too long. The Cold Feet and the damage from the tower. It's still not enough, however. He gets fired up away, turns for the Chakram. Zai's chased up way too far. Gives the kill over to Gabby. Universe did not have the control ready to go. Really good moments here for the Timbersaw. Teasy's trying to have another crack over at Rappy.
Gonna get the slow, but the raindrop eats it up, and they don't have Zeus ulti or anything else to commit just yet. How's our experience doing on the side of EG? Level 4 on AA, level 3 Treant Protector. They're suffering a bit on the experience in comparison. The lanes are still definitely going in favor of CG, although the kill score is 3-3. The Tiny is absolutely free farming.
Universe really doesn't have a big bite against Gabby. I saw him throw the totem out there, and obviously now there's 4 charges of reactive armor for him. And he hits him and does almost nothing. It's a level 1 totem and level 2 in the Aftershock. Just such a different kind of way of looking at the Earthshaker now. He's playing the off lane and not the mid.
Still farming decently. I mean, it's not great, but he of course like denied a bit of farm from the Timbersaw in those side pulls. But he's still on the road to recovery in comparison to his counterpart. Sumail as well, getting that farm up now, up to 3,000, going for that Midas build. They've got to go for greed here on EG because of their
the way they
bizarre draft. Yeah. Things that Clutch also has a little bit of a strange draft. They just have more like standard core lanes, like the Timbersaw safe lane, the IO Tiny mid. The thing is that they have a Magnus who's just kind of running around, but he actually has done pretty okay after the laning phase so far.
Armel would love to fight here. He needs someone to come in closer, however. Okay, they're not going to come.
He's got a blink already, dude. It's like 9 minutes. That's actually really problematic for EG.
As long as he can find the openings for kills. In the meantime, EG continue to farm up. Like, you've now finished the Midas also. Arteezy around the same time, and Rappy blocked out by the Wraith. Sumail with the kill secure. Throws the ulti out, would let him see what's behind him, and then the blink, avalanche toss. Crit's gonna drop down low, quick living armor, has his leech seed available as well. Trigger it's over on the Tiny, he needs to keep himself away from the Spirit Balls. The Boombox can't be, he's unable to do so. The Race will chase down towards the Tiny, but Io helping negate a lot, but Arteezy does a decent amount of damage still. Until he's dead.
He's pretty tanky, one more hit.
Around the trees, around the trees, no! The punch wasn't thrown, the shockwave will be, however. Arteezy will fall to fly solo.
Right on the edge of the shockwave.
They are all so low, though. So low.
The amount of damage that Spark Wraith does, the amount of damage that Arc Warden does is just, it's really unexpected. Like, people aren't used to really playing versus the hero, but yeah, he's just still able to be brought down because of that over-level Tiny with Blink Dagger and the heals coming out from Boombacks as well. AA Blast is going, though. It looks like they're going to go for the Shrine, though, and they should be just fine. That could have been a little bit problematic if they didn't expect
Boombacks
that
should
one.
get chilled by it, at least. Unless he moves faster.
He's still fine. Even if he got hit by it, he just enough.
He actually dodged getting chilled by it.
They've got Relocate online now, too, so if they do see any opportunities, they can just go for it.
Where's the ping going to come? They
Fly Solo's ready. He's got RP. He's smoked up. He's walking to enemy jungle. He is looking for somebody. He's looking for either Sumail or Arteezy jungling.
He doesn't see him.
Not yet.
Arteezy pretty close, thanks to the out-observe ward. Now they get the vision, so...
Oop.
Well, you start off with one. Here goes your RP over on both Clone as well as Real. They toss him around. The avalanche hits in, and Arteezy will fall. Support RP works. Boombox, however, is almost dying.
He's dead.
That's the Clone.
Spark Wraiths, dude. So much damage. 4-second cooldown on 280. You spawn 2 of them at a time when you have your Tempest double up. It is quite overpowering. Sumail goes for rotation. He actually finds the kill onto Gabby, so that's a very big kill for them.
They're slowing down Tiny. With the Vortex, Universe going to connect on the Fissure, which means Nicole feet. It doesn't actually trigger in time. Armel, not going to live. Sumail's able to get the last little bit of magical burst into him.
Good rotations.
Coming out. Bottom lane, Crit will die. Yeah. 4 hero movement from CG.
That's a Blink Dagger now going to be finished on Batrider after that kill.
Fantastic for him. The initiation is through the roof for Clutch. Having both the Tiny as well as the Batrider able to blink in.
Mag will have one eventually. Of course, not for quite a while because, like we said, this was a support Mag who was running around for you guys who didn't see the beginning of this game.
I'm still wondering if his Empower really helps anybody.
It'll help a little bit on the Tiny, like, you know.
Tiny to flash farm. He's stacking Ancient, so he's definitely believing.
Yeah.
That's where the farm will come. Universe, Avalanche toss. Actually, in that case, it was a toss Avalanche. The Wraith doing minimal damage to a Tiny. He's gone all out as well for the fight. 4-4-0-1 as the build. Tiny now, maybe he's overstaying his welcome. The Ice Blast connects with the Zeus Lightning Bolt. Enough damage. Arteezy will find the kill. Gabby looking to come from behind. Going to catch side, coming back towards the tier 1 tower at the same time. Rappy having to battle against Arteezy and Arteezy. And now Arteezy has lost Arteezy, so CG will continue to battle him, backing on the top lane. Living Armor was regenerating Arteezy.
Too many Arteezys.
A lot of Arteezys. Boomback's back behind the tier 1 tower. He's
Flux,
still
though,
burning, however.
Gotta hug your teammates with Flux in order to break that spell. Bottom lane. Crit
relocate.
Stalking.
If Tiny waits long enough. Like, you still have RP, so if Crit wants to initiate here.
Zeus is coming though, so is the AA Blast. AA Blast, it looks like it's going to be off the mark, but Sumail is there. He doesn't have a crazy amount of mana. Soul Ring is up in a second though, and they should be able to clean him up.
Yeah. No skewering out of that one, no surviving out of it, no reason to commit the RP. The IO was not in position to be with the Tiny just to relocate and change the tide of that battle. Meanwhile, EG do still hold the gold advantage. It's not much.
They just got the gold advantage. Finally, they were actually behind for the majority of that early game.
I really,
so those
I really wish this
rotations
would sync. Why doesn't this sync?
Time updating, right? It's only by intervals, minute intervals, so
Yeah.
does take a little moment for that one to update, but yep.
Dota, please.
First time they've actually pulled ahead in the net worth with the Midas being picked up on both Arteezy and Sumail.
Avalanche, he's still got the toss available, combining it with the Wisp Spirits. Crit should drop down very low. The Leech is giving a little bit more life, but the Ice Blast, it connects onto Armel. Boombox not affected by it, but they cannot regenerate the Tiny, and the relocate doesn't come in time. It was attempted, but that means he's coming straight back again. Universe will wait. Does he attempt? No, he doesn't have a TP scroll available. He has to come back to the fight. No one's close enough to tether back out to. And with the extra help from Zai, Sumail.
That's worth it.
Clicks R from base, finds kill.
That's definitely worth it, man. He's a mid Zeus. Needs that experience. That little bit extra that he gets from getting those kills.
Still greedy.
Yeah, a little bit. He only gets like 110 because they changed the way that global potential works from Zeus Ultimate. When you get kills like that, you only get like half of the experience. But I mean, it's greedy, but as a core Zeus, I think it's pretty appropriate to do that. That extra surge in gold, getting you your next item quicker, is very important, especially when he's their big main source of damage in their team fights for now. Arc Warden takes quite a long time to build up for that damage dealer.
Yeah. But he's trying.
Yeah, he's got the Maelstrom.
With the Maelstrom and Midas, he's kind of got everything he needs to begin that farm.
Yeah. He'll probably do like the standard build that we've seen, you know, the Shadow Blade, probably even finishing the Silver Edge this game versus Timbersaw into like Orchid, etc.
You're also soon going to have the double blinks up on EG. The first one came into the hands of Universe, and Sumail is going for the second one.
Oh, he's actually got it now. Okay, good. Good. Universe is actually on good timing. He had a little bit of struggle in the laning phase versus the Timbersaw, as to be expected, but 15 minutes, still pretty decent timing coming out for him. And
they're going to use it straight away. It wasn't revealed. He bought it after the fight on the bottom lane. No Echo Slam is available, however, so if they are going to do something...
They have a lot of magic damage, though. Ice Vortex with Zeus is absurd damage under a Fissure for the catch.
But they're on the wrong side. They obviously don't know this. It's because CG came down to finally farm up the Ancient stack for the Tiny. So it's the Magnus and Power combining up with the Tiny to clear up what I believe was a quad stack.
This one was more of like a warding expedition. They are going to find Rappy with it, but the main like situation they wanted to do here is get like a ward into the enemy jungle and then maybe hope for like a different kind of pickoff. But getting the Bat Rider is just fine.
Well, okay.
Blink Sumail now.
Yeah, it's up. Mel's ready to pressure in the bottom lane. With the help of Gabby, this should be very, very simple. And EG will have to go for the straight trade-off. I say simple. You do have the Ice Blast flying through the map down south. So Armel will be hit by this. He's having to stick around just too long, and it's such a huge radius as well.
It's just a stall tactic for EG. I mean, it doesn't really stall at all, but that's kind of what they wanted to do. Because the thing is that EG's tower killing is very weak.
They're relocating.
Top.
They're coming for Zai. Crit has to let the overgrowth go, but he didn't catch the Tiny. The blink was too fast. Universe will come in. Echo Slam's available, but Batrider blinks in a fraction of a second after it was done, so he doesn't get stunned up by that. And be stunned up by the totem. Fissure off cooldown in 1 second time. Rappy, well, he's still in Firefly, so the Fissure won't control enough. They jump over, looking for Crit. Crit wants to go invis. It's taking so damn long, not to mention he's losing his trees, but there's enough. They still actually have Crit invis for the moment. And alive. Flamebreak won't tick him out.
They almost wanted to re-engage there. Sumail and Arteezy porting up top. But good
we
little
have our
pickups
5th
coming
point
out.
dagger online.
This one's in the Magnus. This is a big one. Wow, dude, he's got a good time too. This is the roaming mag. He's got a level 11. He's got Blink Dagger already. It's 18 minutes.
It's not like he just avoided death either. He's 1, 2, 3 on this Magnus.
Yeah, their team fight is very strong now on the side of CG. And they actually have like tower pushing potential. Once this Tiny gets his Aghanims online, they can actually siege. EG just needs to take like team wipes in order to siege properly. Same kind of thing as the last game. Arc Warden can, but he's just like, you know, the split push here. They make space for him, and he's able to take a tower when they're doing all that space.
But the better split pushes are still going to be CG.
Yep.
Like having Io and Tiny means you're able to commit heavily into the lane. I say that the clones are almost as good as heroes anyway.
Yeah, but they're also playing versus a Train Protector, so that kind of like deters it a little bit, and he doesn't have the Aghanims online just yet. But EG needs to watch their positioning and the way how they take these fights, because with that Magnus Blink Dagger, it can be quite problematic.
For something. Rappy's just destroying trees, looking for Crit.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to get like wrapped around from behind either, if they do want to go for some type of siege.
I still can't believe this is a real thing. Clone can BTN.
Yep.
Can mop up an entire creep wave, and then not only that, can continue to push the creep wave if he has the higher levels.
Oh, don't you worry. Wait till he gets online big enough, and he can just go solo kill the Wisp because of Zeus ulti. Playing support versus Arc Warden when he gets farmed is actually one of the worst things ever, because you're just like, oh, it's just a clone. Oh my god, I'm dead.
That's why you run full cores, right? That's why the Magnus was picked up. They just smoked right on top of the Radiant Observer ward. So EG, they can prepare themselves for this fight, and they are.
Yep,
they're
claiming
all
high ground.
grouping up in mid. Here they come. Batrider into the Firefly. Sumail is the closest one, lets the Lightning Bolt go. Stops Flyslaw from instantly on a blink in, but Sumail, the Living Armor won't protect the Ice Blast. It does a little bit of work to the Tiny, but the RP hits perfectly. The 4 heroes, you may as well say 5, because the Clones was included in this one. It holds them in position, but then Universe controlled the rest of Clutch. He did so much work on the back line that EG will only lose 2. Nope, sorry, Gabby arrives. Make it 3. Sentries are there, so he knows Crit's somewhere around. Chakram, he has it, but he's not certain where.
Oh my god. If Gabby was there for that RP, that would have been a full 5-man wipe right there, right away from CG. That was a beautiful RP coming out. They get the initiation onto Sumail before he like tries to use his Zeus ult to kind of cancel the Blink Daggers, cancels the Bat Riders, but Tiny gets the jump off first. So Sumail's damage potential in that fight was negated heavily. Beautiful RP from CG. But not having Gabby there was definitely the big downfall for CG, losing so many heroes, losing 4. So what, it was 4 for 3 at the end of the day?
Yep, I believe so. But Arteezy still fighting strong. Highest net worth on the field, continues to grab that whenever he does this split push.
He's got the Shadow Blade finish now too with the Maelstrom, so split push, split push, split push, farm, farm, farm. Arteezy versus the world.
Means he can also build into that Silver Edge against the Timber
Bottom
later
lane.
on.
Crit's in some trouble. The dust coming out from Rappy.
Drag him away. Train Protector. He doesn't have the Overgrowth, however. Zai will arrive. You don't have Ice Blast on cooldown for 5 more seconds, but it won't matter. The damage amplification just allows Zai, in fact, to get the last hit there.
He actually got a... Crit is worth a lot of gold right now. Like, usually you see Crit on the Train Protector is not worth that much. Armel looking to be maybe in some trouble here. Fissure coming out.
Those Wraiths. Universe just holds him in position. The Ice Blast will connect. It hit onto Gabby as well. He's got to be careful. But if you can kill off Arteezy, it's worth it. But Universe, the skewer. Fly Solo comes over. This Magnus. Heavy lifting with those wonderful legs. Universe, however, he's got the control. Boombox comes back in again. Do they have enough? With a Thunder God's Wrath, they actually do. Zai finds himself a triple kill on the Ancient Apparition. I thought we'd left the carry AA behind, but he's working hard, looking for Boombox who can tether himself up towards the creep wave. The Fissure will connect. One Lightning Bolt will do it. Sumail will take this one. And Clutch losing heroes. Timber may not be done yet. Chakram's through, chains down. Wondering if Universe was going to blink, but Universe goes the long way around back where he has vision of the Observer Ward. But it's Zai, the man who just got the big killing spree, who's going to give his life over. Rappy will take it for 426 gold.
He got a lot of gold, though, on the AA, and a lot of experience coming out. He's level 13 now. Like this AA is 13, and how much is Treant Protector? 12. So, yeah, EG's very leveled on their supports as well.
Do you like the Rod of Atos on the AA over going something like the Aghanim Scepter upgrade?
I love the Atos now, yeah. It's just, the build-up is great just for your tankability, and then also just that root versus Timbersaw is very important. Like we were saying, the thing about EG's lineup is their lack of lockdown and catch in these type of fights. They have Earthshaker and Treant Protector, and that's pretty much it. If they have an Atos as well, it's going to help so much. Isolate the Wisp, isolate the Timbersaw, blow them up right away.
We have another blink online.
How many blinks is this?
This is 6 in total. The current one is going out to Crit on the Courier.
Oh, dude, that's what I was saying, man. Crit, like for this game, he's actually very farmed on a Treant Protector. Usually you don't see him get this much net worth, but he has been split pushing and getting a lot of trade-offs.
Ice Blast, barely missing on Rappy.
Arteezy on the prowl bottom. This is a real Arteezy, too. This is not a double.
That's now the double.
Now it's the double.
But Amel has... actually, can't remember the last time I saw a Tiny do this. Most Tinies, like I've been watching, are more full-on aggression. Like it's all about amplification of damage. But he's going for the Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, we were like they don't really have a great objective taker, so he's gonna be acting as that building sieger. Since they're playing versus a Treant Protector, they have to be able to take buildings in one swoop, and that's what the Aghanims provides you. The cleave is also quite good on top of the Magnus. If Mag gets a big RP, Aghanim Scepter with Tiny, you're able to just actually bring down people without needing...
Oh, Universe is so close.
Only Empower. But Empower and Aghanims, that's pretty sweet for a Tiny with this type of setup.
Well, over they come. They're coming down to the Tier 2 tower on bottom lane. They just lost their Tier 1 tower on top. It was the Bat Rider who was considering defending it. With the Aghanim Scepter, yeah, attack speed's not fantastic until Boombox kicks in. But it means EG cannot go for a trade-off. The Ice Blast will slow him down, actually connects on all three. Universe straight into the Echo Slam, combining up with the Thunder God's Wrath, but the damage is minimal. But will it be enough? Boombox is not going to shatter. Rappy has to keep running out this one, and we actually have the frickin' Nimbus up and running. Goodbye, Magnus.
And they get the Courier as well. So the Pipe coming into favor right there from Gabby. Uses Pipe onto Tiny, so his the damage was actually like very negated from what was coming out. I think he probably would have lived anyway, but if the Nimbus Cloud and everything else did connect, it probably would have been a different kind of story. But yeah, like you said, Zeus now finishing up that Aghanim sector, and he is going to be close to level 20. So if he goes for that 0.5 second Lightning Bolt mini stun and Aghanims, it's actually quite a lot of disable coming out from that. The stun becomes very obnoxious.
It just feels odd though to see like so much magical damage in the hands of EG with some of the amplification. I saw how well they used it in the last game to not have a veil on anyone from Evil Geniuses.
That's very true. I mean, they don't really have an ideal holder of it is the thing this game, right? Like AA, maybe after Atos you can kind of go for it. It might be decent, but the mobility is much more important.
On the Zeus early on?
I think he needs the mobility, and he wants more... The thing is, like with the Aghanims, he gives the global potential with the Arc Warden, so I can understand why he would do that over Veil.
Fly solo, he just put down the Sentry Ward. He can't RP, however, rooted up. There goes your lasso, dragging Crit out of the range of the trees, but Fly Solo is just so damn low. Arteezy and Arteezy there to fight once more. They need extra vision. Thunder God's Wrath is just coming off cooldown now. Arteezy can't get... Okay, maybe he can. He just runs forward at the cover of Shadow Blade. Remember that Thunder God's Wrath's available. Samael will fall, so he gives us his last ditch. The top lane is where he actually went down, but he helps the bottom lane find more kills.
Yeah, he was split pushing top and just got... They literally just actually TP'd and walked it in with Drum. The movement speed increase was enough for them to catch him, but tower gain for EG as well as a kill. They're now almost they're actually 6,000 gold in advantage at this point just because of splitting up the map from Clutch.
With Rod of Atos plus the plus 30 health regen, Ancient Apparition is not the easiest target to kill.
He's tanky.
Ice Blast is going to actually not affect anybody. I always thought the arc was meant to be a lot larger for the chill effect for what it flew over.
It's only right over the projectile.
Yeah. Like you see this huge circle coming and you're assuming anything that's going to be in this area is going to be hit by it. Okay, that's not a penis.
Doesn't even look like one. Get your head out of the gutter.
It's just the top, just the tip. EG's on the hunt once more, saying crit forward.
They have good vision this game. Clutch has actually also had very good vision throughout majority stages. They've had very deep wards, scouting both the secret shop and EG's jungle. Set up now. Ooh, just off the mark.
He was really hoping for that. At the same time, Fly Solo knew the Observer ward was down there. So he was hoping just to mop it up.
Last drum usage committed by Armel to try to help him and Boombax escape from this dreaded Tempest double.
And they'll be able to do so. Real Arteezy's back in the mid. Relocate's coming in, so Universe Echo Slams quickly, but it's just Boombax arriving. Armel hits the Avalanche, but Universe, Yule Scepter, actually bought him time. That was the Yule Scepter from the Timbersaw, and now Arteezy kicks over, but the lasso, it will be able to connect. Ice Blast will give Arc Warden something to fight with here. Unless he can reach that Invis rune, Arteezy should die underneath the Firefly, but then again, which one's the real Arteezy? He's actually tanky up at half-life. The Rod of Atos connects over on Rap. He can't keep running. Io will keep him alive a little bit longer thanks to the tether, but it's not enough. Now Timber Chain Gabby finally will bring down that pesky Arc Warden, but being the sole survivor was not the life he wanted, so he accepted his death to Universe.
EG's collapsing so quick in this game. They find the pick-off on the Magnus, who's farming very low. Universe doesn't really have to commit too much. I think it was just, what, Nimbus Cloud? There's Nimbus Cloud plus just like an Enchant Totem Fissure. They find the Magnus before the fight even starts, and then CG's kind of outnumbered, and Arteezy actually surviving so long in that engagement because of how tanky he is just from the strength gain that Arc Warden does have. You know, he has 2200 health with like only like Silver Edge for his HP pool.
Can CG even work out which one the real one is in
That's
the
what
fight?
It looked like.
It's so chaotic, you don't know which one to go on.
It looked like they were a bit confused. But yeah, just a lot of damage potential coming out from AEG as we expected with the Ice Vortex and
like I started calling Arteezy as a fake one just because that's who Clutch was going on.
Oh, bottom lane, Fly Solo again just gets detonated. Nimbus Cloud Fissure, Lightning Bolt, bye-bye.
I think he was dead before any of that, like even before the Nimbus really had an effect.
It's true.
But this is working great for Sumail. Like, he's almost finished his entire, in fact, he has finished his entire Bloodstone.
That's very big here. Having that increased mana regen is super important. He's been suffering on mana pretty much the whole game because he wants to just be spamming and pushing lanes out non-stop.
TP's coming in. It's the Arc Warden arriving.
What's he got? Finished up.
Into the Silver Edge, hits down in towards Timbersaw with the lasso, but there's multiple Arc Wardens to fight this one out in Universe. The perfect fissure splits them up into the Echo Slam. Supporters arrive from the BKB Tiny. He really needs to go big now, Armel, but he's losing Bombacks. There was so much damage still there. They go in time and time again, and leaving one hero left alive. The Tiny, no way for him to survive. It's just perma lockdown from evil geniuses.
EG is just always with the number advantage somehow. They're playing versus a Wisp or versus Io, and they're still always being able to get there faster because of the boosted travel on Arc Warden. And they aren't ever... Like, Arteezy gets lassoed up, and he's just full HP after the engagement comes out. Leech Seed, Living Armor, innate tankiness is just too much for them to kind of burst through. That was the first showing of the BKB as well. And what happened? He just gets... I mean, again... This is just the story of the game. People getting picked off all over the place from Tempest Double, Nimbus Cloud.
Just didn't make a lot of sense that he also still kept running down that far. Maybe it's because he just felt like he needed the money.
He's getting picked off a lot, though.
He's trying to get the hood, so at least he's got some kind of like protection to all the burst.
Yeah. We saw one good RP so far, but he's not really able to get the situation where he can get into the lines just because, like you said, if there's so much chaotic damage coming out from EG, like Zeus ulti, Nimbus Cloud, some random fissures flying out, the crit scouting out as well, Tempest Double. There's just so many different things to kind of stop the Blink Daggers on the side of CG.
Yep. Well, EG will take Roshan. Arteezy using that newfound Crystallis to give him his extra damage.
Yep. Going for that Bloodthorn next. Wanted to get the early damage. Straight up damage potential first, rather than the silence.
They're looking for targets. Clutch is pushing out the bottom lane, but EG are preparing themselves to force in the top. Arc Warden can keep the split push going for a very long time. Just don't know how Clutch is meant to approach this fight.
Arteezy on the prowl.
Somehow baiting out Thunder God's Wrath. He's not certain where they are. Crit's actually going to TP himself back in, back down to the bottom lane.
Just trying to get...
Oh wait, that Ice Blast connected. He's going to defensively Yules, but I don't know if Gabby can survive this. The blast is able to connect, and yeah, he can't TP himself back home in time.
The double Silver Edge is just so crucial here. He gets the first Silver Edge application. Timbersaw gets to about like half health. Then the Tempest double comes out. Another Silver Edge hit reapplies it, so he's not able to get the reactive armor during any of that. Then the AA Blast comes on top, and it's just too much overwhelming damage, even to a Timbersaw who's tanky. But did you look at this Timbersaw? It's sad.
Yeah,
he's got one Bloodstone charge.
It's a sad life for him, but then I watch also Arteezy initiate onto an IO Tiny combo. He's doing this solo right now. He needs no help. The Nimbus Cloud is down, but yeah, call it. Understandable. Don't drag that any further. 33 minutes doesn't even get a hit. 41 to 19. Evil Geniuses will now secure themselves the 2-0 victory, and this brings them to the point where they can battle, I believe it's Virtus Pro for the first position out of the group.
Yeah, I think this game was... I think CG had some nice moments and stuff. Their draft was a little bit strange, but EG's was as well. Thing is that EG definitely just looked much better as an overall team. They were always there with the numbers. They're playing versus an IO Tiny, and they're always with the number advantage, it seems like, in these engagements.
Fantastic for Evil Geniuses. Of course, we've got more coming up on the second stream. Our next game, which will be arriving, is IG going up against Odd. Actually, quite a big game. The loser of that, I believe, is actually eliminated from Epicenter. So it's the battle for the third position, the battle to stay in the competition of Epicenter. Odd as well as IG. A decent amount of proof from either side, especially coming this close to T.